What's up, YouTube? It is Monday morning. It is 4:15 and
oh God, please tell me I'm not the only one who's in this situation. Just when I think of you, my fingers started shaking. I've known you for 2 days, I'm sorry I forgot your name, and it's all your fault, but just believe my heart is breaking into two. I want you, I
it's like 30 degrees out here, but which in itself wouldn't be terrible, but the freaking wind, it's kind of chilly. About a 15-minute walk to class. I actually have a test in physiology this morning, but I'm not super concerned. Ice everywhere. But I'm gonna give you my hot tip for the day. If you like me walking to class here, this is technically cardio. Just because it's like a brisk outdoor walk. But I don't count it as my cardio because I would do this whether I was prepping or not. I always do class this like in the morning. It's like negative 20 degrees. So because I always do that, I'm not going to count it as already part of my total daily energy expenditure. And including it in my cardio for the week is just kind of screwing myself over. So like I said, hot take, if you're going to do it anyways, it does not count as cardio. Alright, so class got done early. It's supposed to go until 2:50, but it is, I don't know, like 1:30 and I'm done. So I am walking home. I'm going to feed Ben, grab something to eat, and then I'm actually going to go into work early because they have about 2.5 hours where they don't have coverage. And in the healthcare setting, that's bad. So I am going to go into work and do all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. Alright, so I'm driving to work right now, and I actually have you propped up next to my like odometer and stuff, so we'll see how this goes. I have a feeling that it's probably gonna fall. But I wanted to just kind of take a minute and talk about my prep. So I have been dieting for approximately 6 to 7 weeks. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. And it started off really smooth sailing for me. As I've mentioned in previous videos and on my Instagram and stuff, I do have a history with eating disorders, specifically binge eating disorder and some mild bouts of bulimia, primarily exercise induced bulimia. So what I mean by that is when I would binge eat, I would try to quote unquote burn off the calories that I had eaten. Even though I know logically, like I'm a smart person. I've been doing this for years. I know that the idea of being able to burn off the calories that I consumed isn't logical, and I would have to do hours upon hours of cardio to do it. In that instance, when that happened, I don't know, some weird part of my brain just took over and was like, well, even if you can burn off 200 calories, like, that's 200 calories that are not in your system. Well, that's a really, really bad way of looking at things. So the reason why I'm telling you all of this is because after I had Ben, I did not track my food at all during my pregnancy. And that was really, really, really good for me. Because of that, some little lady is gonna merge on top of me. Because of that, I felt comfortable and I felt like I was in a good place to diet after my pregnancy. So I did. I dieted for about four months, and then I reversed for 2 months, and then I started prep. For the first couple weeks of prep, things were awesome. I was making really good progress, and I had an excellent starting point as well. However, it didn't take long, and I started noticing some old habits pop up. So I had to actually kind of step back and take a second to reanalyze my goals and remind myself of why I want this so bad. So for me, my why and why this is so important to me is because I have so many things going on in my life. I work, I have school, I have a mom, and all of that is not for me. Like, it is for me, like, me going to school is for me. However, it is really for my family, because when I graduate, I can provide my family with a much better life. And so I needed a healthy way to channel my stress and my energy into something that is for me. And this is what competing is. It is my thing for me. It's my positive outlook, or my positive outlet, I should say. So once I kind of took a step back and reanalyzed it and realized what my goals ultimately were, I had to sit down with myself, had a good long talk, and kind of got myself back on my crap. So this morning I did have a check-in with my coach, and I kind of just talked through all of that with her, not in that many words, obviously, but just kind of told her what was going on, and that I had to reanalyze my goals and why I was doing it, and I ultimately decided it is still something that I really want to do. So this week, because I'm working days, I asked her if we needed to make changes, if instead of increasing cardio, if I could decrease my macros, which we did end up doing. And then I also asked her if she had an idea of a projected stage weight for me. She told me she doesn't like giving a projected stage weight, which I completely understand, because it gives you something to look for, and if you don't get there, you might not feel fantastic. I was honestly expecting my stage weight to be somewhere around 109. I'm 5'3" for reference. I was fully expecting my stage weight to be somewhere around 109. But she actually told me that she would like to see me kind of more in like the 114, 115-ish range, which is pretty exciting, because that means I'm only like 3 to 5 pounds above my stage weight. She also told me that she thinks that I could get on stage right now and that I'm lean enough, which really surprised me, because I definitely have prep goggles on right now. I don't think I'm lean enough. I think there's like so much more that I need to do in order to be ready for this show. But she doesn't think so. She's my coach and I trust her, and that's the important part, is harboring that trust. So she did lower my macros this week. We're going to try to get those extra 3 to 5 pounds off, and then I get to start a reverse, which will be super exciting. I definitely want to reverse into this show, given my eating disorder history. Given my eating disorder history, just because I feel like if I can walk my calories up leading into the show, that will help with that post-show rebound that a lot of people experience. I don't want to experience. I did it the last show I did, and I actually gained like 20 pounds in a week and a half. It was scary. And I don't want to do that again. So I am going to pop my macros up here. This is where I'm currently at. And I do want to just give the disclaimer that my metabolism is surprisingly pretty high. So I'm still consistently losing weight on almost 1,700 calories a day with a couple of refeeds thrown in there. So just because this works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you. So I just got to work then, and I'm going to go inside and probably sit at a desk for the next 4.5 hours, which is fine because I'll be able to do some homework. I've got some tests I need to study for and whatnot. So yeah, that was my little soapbox about my prep. So this is the hallway I can go into to get into work. Look at how ghetto this looks. But they spruced it up with some nice paintings. So also, I usually work nights, and this is a day shift, obviously, and there's just too many people here for me. I saw like 6 people on my way upstairs. That's too much. Alright guys, so I meant to record something earlier, but I am obviously in bed right now. And this was a pretty busy day for me. It's not typically like this. Usually when I work night shift, so if I get home at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, I'll sleep for a couple hours, or at least try to, and then go into work. Night shift works for me because it allows me to, oh, I can tell I'm tired. I lost my train of thought. Night shift works for me because it allows me to, like, I can study on night shift at work, which means I don't have to do as much when I get home, so I can spend more time with my family, which is awesome. And then the other really cool part about it is, well, not so much cool, but I actually sacrifice sleep in order to, do the things that I need to do in terms of, like, obviously work, but school and spending time with my family. I'm not gonna lie, sleep is kind of low man on the totem pole right now. The nice thing is though that I typically only work 2 days a week, so I still get like a decent amount of sleep. But yeah, so this is not a typical day, but it is a day in the life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, I don't know, subscribe, do all the things. We'll talk to you next time.